You're listening to The Morning Show with Dave Hyde on 99.2 Hermitage FM, online and on your smart speaker.
So it's rose-tinted by the Overtones, and I've got the fabulous Jay and Mike on the phone. Hello, guys. How are you?
Good, Dave. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's great on a Thursday morning to be sat here talking to you. You've had a busy week, I take it.
It's been absolutely crazy, to be honest with you, Dave. Yeah, we've had an incredible week. As you know, the album was released last Friday, and ever since, it's just been a whirlwind of love and emotion. It was announced at number 10 in the midweek album charts. Obviously, there's a big battle and a big fight for us to stay there until Friday. So, so many efforts. Toners all around the UK are getting involved, and heading to the website, Overtones.tv, to get theirs and see if we can drum up more support. But it's been incredible.
You guys have done something very different this time around as well. Because of the toners out there, there's a lot of people now gifting the album, buying it. Those people who can afford it, gifting the album, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's been a really tricky last 16 to 18 months for so many different people. And in fact, beyond that, let's be honest, of course, there's so many people out there that might not be able to afford or get things that they might want. And this was actually a concept and an idea that came from the fans. They pushed it. You know, we sort of mentioned it on the live and had so many overwhelming messages from people saying, I want to do it, how do we do it, we'd like to run it, how do we organise it, we want to set it up. So, you know, in the end, we just made a little post about it and left them to it, and it's just been completely mind-blowing how many people have got involved to do it. It's so sweet, and it's just another example about how incredible this family is.
It seems like you've got the best fan base in the world. And Mike, I've got a question for you here really as well. You've been doing quite a lot of the social media videos. Who forced you to do it this time?
That's brilliant. Do you know what? I'm utterly useless on anything technical. So, you know, the amount of times that I've taken it upon myself to I'm going to do a video, or I'm going to put this link out here, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And I'd say probably 99% of the times I completely mess it up. So I've got this awful reputation between the boys and all our fans that I'm just utterly useless. But recently I've learned how to kind of swipe up links on to Instagram and stuff like that. You know, hopefully that's going to change soon. But yeah, you know what, it's funny, you know, but it's all hands on deck at the moment to make sure that, you know, the album gets out to as many people as possible, because, you know, we're proud of what we've come up with, and you know, we genuinely believe that people are going to love what we've done here. So you know, if it means more people getting a chance to listen to it, then I'm on socials. Don't you worry, I'm there.
No, they've been great. Yes, I think the other days was great when you suddenly had Jay pop up and it was like, he's on Instagram but he's not on Facebook. What do we do? Let's reset. Let's go again. There's some great stuff out there from you guys. I'm going to be honest, I've got the deluxe album version. There's some fantastic tracks on there. Is there any that really sort of make you smile that you've listened to over them 16 months?
Oh, you know what? There's loads of them, to be honest, because each one of them kind of tells a story for us. You know, the album is a celebration of the past 10 years, but also the present, where we currently are, and then the future, and where we're hoping the Overtones to kind of the direction the Overtones to go. So every single song on the album has got a story to tell and means something to us. So of course you've got your favourites. I mean, one of my many favourites on this album are Reach Out, I'll Be There. It's just such an epic, feel-good song, but with a real message of support, which couldn't be more relevant today. So yeah, you know, that's one of my highlights, I think.
And Jay, what's it like to be like the modern Four Seasons, bringing that new sound but that vocal harmony together in the studio?
New for me, obviously, because, you know, I've been with the boys for 2 years. But again, this has been something that the lads have been doing for 10 years now. You know, the Four Seasons, the Temptations. The boys have made a reputation for themselves, not just in the UK, but worldwide, for doing, you know, incredible things, not just penning their own original music, but also reimagining and covering some of the greatest songs of all time. And with this album, we've not stopped there. You know, we've gone even deeper and making sure that we can create something that everybody is going to absolutely love. They can forget their worries, whether they're putting it on in the car or whether they're coming to a show. That's what we consider our job to be. And it's not just for everyone else, but it's also for ourselves as well. This is something that we absolutely adore doing. Music is something that we all tune to in moments of when things get tough, and it's been a tough 18 months. And for me to be part of the band's legacy, their reputation, is just an absolute honour, and it's a privilege. And it's not something I take lightly. Like all of the boys, we work unbelievably hard. I mean, so many people won't have a clue about the things that we do, but a big band with a big reputation and a history, but we do a lot of things ourselves, and we get amongst it and we graft, and with that comes a huge responsibility, but also we get to know that we call all the shots. Everything is signed off and everything is done, and we know that is to the best of our ability, and it's going to be for the fans that we know and love. So, it's amazing, man. I'm having the time of my life, I really am.
And I've got to be honest, like the album 10, daft question, why call it number 10? We know why, but why? Come on, from your words.
We're simple guys, we're boys next door. We're celebrating 10 years of the Overtones. So it's we were actually, full disclosure, we were actually meant to celebrate last year, but obviously for obvious reasons, it was a bit of a write-off.
We can all pretend 2020 didn't happen.
Exactly. And at one point, I wanted to kind of do a very rough kind of scribble through 10 and put 11 next to it, but we thought that 10 had a better ring to it.
That's a special edition disc waiting to come out, signed by you guys with the pen stroke through it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We should do that.
Something I love about this album, especially the deluxe version of 10 as well, you've got your track-by-track commentary.
We just thought, again, like I said, this album and the songs within it are really important to us. So, we just thought it might be a nice little touch just to kind of have a sit down, a little beer in hand, and just welcome the listener into our room just for a little chat about the album. Really, it's just it was a very impromptu kind of let's just have a little chat about the album, what it means to us, and what the 10 years have meant to us, and everything else. So you get a little bit more insight into our journey with this album and the last 10 years, which we thought was a nice little touch. Yeah,
it was actually really enjoyable, that, Dave. Just add on very quickly to Mike's thing, because again, we move at 100 mile an hour with everything, and often enough with the album, at the very beginning we kind of look as a broad picture, and then when we're in it, we're focusing on a track at a time and focusing on all of the other things. But actually, in the moment where we were moving 100 mile an hour, to actually stop and, like Mike said, get a beer and talk about it was a really nice reflection, Mike, wasn't it? It was a really good opportunity for us to kind of go, wow, actually, be present in the fact that we've created something that we're so proud of, and be able to talk about that quite openly and emotionally as well. So I really enjoyed the track by track. I've actually listened to it about 7 times, just because I enjoy it. I enjoy the boys' stories, and I enjoy the little moments where we were able to just be really open and chat about something that we've been really happy to create.
I think it's brilliant because no one else has ever done that. From what I can gather, no one's done a commentary track off their own album. Normally you have to go on YouTube or social media to find that. And I think it's great to have that packaged in. And you have the best fans in the world. I've got to be honest. You have the most loyal fans in the world.
We do.
And I thought I'd do something different. I've got a few questions from your fans, if you don't mind answering them.
Beautiful.
Yes, mate. Absolutely.
Something different that you probably haven't done all day. We've actually had them send us voice messages.
Oh, wow. Wow, this is cool.
So this is Anne-Marie. I'll let Anne-Marie introduce herself, and she's from the Netherlands.
Hey, hello. Anne-Marie hier uit Nederland. Hey, guys. Mike, Jay. How are you? If your album was a food, what would it be and how would it taste? And in addition to that, if you yourself would be a food, what would you be?
Wow. Okay. Wow. So I would be the same food as I think the album is, and that is a roast, a Sunday roast. It's full of different flavours, full of different ingredients, and full of calories. That's what I think. Me and the Overtones album is about.
I like that description. What about you, Jay?
Do you know what? It's such a great question from Anne-Marie, and sending you lots of love, my darling. I mean, quite simply, I would just say it's a big fat chocolate fudge cake, and just very simply because it's so sweet, and also once you're eating it or when you're listening to it, there's no doubt that you're going to be absolutely hyperactive from the sugar. and the sweetness and dancing all around the room because, it is just full of that sweetness. Also, there's a bit of chocolate sauce in there, which Mike shares with his incredible vocals, specifically on Reach Out, which I've got to say, there's moments, I mean, again, I listen to the album quite a lot, but I would say, like, the boys sound absolutely insane. Like all three of them sound phenomenal, and there's moments like when we got the masters got delivered to us. I will never forget that I was in the car, and I think Mike was in the car, and we got just before the journey we got Reach Out delivered, and literally I listened to the song, I listened to Reach Out, and I picked up my phone to call Mike, and Mike was calling me, and I was calling him to be like, mate, you sound insane. And he was calling me to say exactly the same thing.
So Mike's the chocolate sauce in the band. I like that.
Oh, mate, absolutely.
But Jay, you're the Yorkshire pudding, right? Because the Yorkshire pudding, I always save it till last. But it's the best bit.
Oh, mate, that's cool.
Your next tours, if you're not called Sauce and one of you ain't called Pudding, there's something wrong.
I love that, mate. Shouldn't they? Yeah, nice, mate.
And I've got another question for Anne-Marie. It's a very quick. This one's a very quick one for you.
Mm-hmm. Do you maybe know any Dutch words? Keep it clean.
Do you know any Dutch words?
I don't.
Oh, do you know what? She's absolutely going to kill me because she tries on a regular basis to teach Dutch words via the socials, and I just haven't got a clue. Like, I haven't got a clue.
Oh, sorry, Anne-Marie. Next time.
We got a little goodbye from her.
That's it for me. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Oh, bless you.
Absolutely brilliant. We've also got a question that came in from Bethany for Mike.
Hi, Mike. How are you finding juggling, both being a dad and an overtone? And do you see a little mini overtones in the future?
Oh, thanks, Bethany. Do you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I sometimes there's a few times when, like, you know, I've got to be on a call or something with the boys or people from our team, and you know, Max might be having a bit of a cry or a laugh or a shout in the background, which can make things feel difficult, especially because obviously we're all working from home. But generally, it's great. It's, you know, we're ultimately the boss of our job, so it's good to be the boss and juggling parenthood as well. And yeah, you know what? He loves music and he loves the Overtones music. So I actually think that he might be a bit creative in that way when he gets a bit older. So who knows? Maybe he's going to be in the next generation of Overtones. Who knows?
And Bethany was quite kind to give us a second question for both of you.
What is one song that you have yet to record that you would really like to do on a future album?
I would love to record Marlena Shaw's California Soul. I'm yet to persuade the boys, but I would love that.
Oh, that's a great shout. One song for me would be Never Too Much, Luther Vandross. I just think it would be an absolute banger for us. Never too much, never too much. Yeah.
And I've also got a question from Chrissy, because I know I've got to get all these in because they'll come and kill me otherwise.
I might. Being one of the oldest members of the Overtones, what is your most memorable moment?
So being the longest and oldest. Now, longest, what I think she means is tallest by this chat.
Yeah, and I'm also not the oldest, by the way. But anyway,
he's a dinosaur.
I won't go into that too much. But anyway, you know, there've been so many wonderful moments. I would say one of the most special moments would be when we performed on Dance on Ice. We performed 9 different songs during the evening, and then ended the night with our single Gambling Man. And yeah, it was just absolutely life-changing for us. So yeah, wonderful times.
Oh, I'm loving these questions. I've got one from Helen as well.
Hey Jay, Mike, it's Helen. Hope you're well. Just want to say congratulations on such a simply stunning album. It's beautiful. Right, my question. Are you ready? If you were to be stranded on a desert island with just one overtone, just one, who would it be and why? Lots of love. See you soon.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to say Jay.
And Jay?
I would say Mike. Easy. It'd be easy.
You creeps. Absolute creeps. And I know...
It'd be easy because the other two would annoy the hell out of me, and they're both useless. Mike is the only decent, hard-working Overtone, and he's got so many facts. He's so knowledgeable. He's got so much energy. His useless facts would get us out of trouble.
Someone asked me to get a fact. Guys, I know you're running short on time. I've got one very quick question from Megan, if you don't mind answering it for me.
Go for it.
Hiya, my name's Megan. Congratulations on the new album. My question is, if you could describe the album in 10 words, what would it be?
Megan, you're a sweetie, Megan. She's a good friend of the band, Megan. 10 words. This album is the best thing in the world now.
That's good.
And do me a favour, tell us why we've got to go and buy the album before you go, very quickly.
It is jam-packed. There's 15 absolute bangers of some of the most classic timeless music ever. It includes 2 original self-penned tracks. We've all had a terrible 18 months, and if this album doesn't make you feel good and forget about everything that's going on in the outside world, we don't know what will. We absolutely adore every single one of you. We appreciate you, and we cannot wait to get out on tour come November.
We're going to leave you on building your buttercup for the album 10. It's out now.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
You're listening to The Morning Show with Dave Hyde on 99.2 Hermitage FM. Online and on your smart speaker.